On my drive in this morning, I talked about one of the lessons I learned from a client of mine who's been very, very successful, and particularly it had to do with quality time at work versus quantity time. Not buying into this notion that in order to be successful, you have to work 20 hours when everyone else is working 18. Hard work is definitely important, but the quality of that time is so much more important. You can have quality time and get a lot more done in a lot less time, and then enjoy other things in life rather than being a slave to your work. On my drive home today, I wanted to share another piece of wisdom that I learned from this same guy over the years. And this is, one day we were having lunch, and as you know, he doesn't do breakfast. And I was just kind of reminiscing on some of the success he had had and asking him about different deals. And I was asking him kind of what he thought led to his success. What was the ingredients that led to success? And he was talking a lot about, some luck and being at the right place at the right time and kind of just being humble about his success. And but I know that there's more to it. I know that there's something that he did that was an ingredient of that success as well. And so I just kept drilling on that. And, finally he said, it's not really that complicated. He said, I just always tried to figure out what people want, and that's what I did. And if you think about it, that's such an important lesson on how to be successful in any area of life, but particularly in business. Looking and always being aware of what people want and then going to that place. I think it was Wayne Gretzky who once said that his success as a hockey player was that he learned to skate to where the puck was going to be rather than where it was at that moment. And success in business is the same way. If you can constantly be aware of where people are wanting to go and what they want, and then you can provide that value, you will have massive success. And sometimes it's right in front of our eyes. Sometimes it's right there, and we just have to open our eyes and be aware. I remember when I was in college, we had a business class, a marketing class, and they told this story, this case study about this bakery that was set up in town, and they made baked goods and cookies, and people would come in and they'd say, hey, do you serve ice cream? And the bakery says, no, we serve baked goods. We have cakes and we have cookies. And the next day somebody else came in and said, hi, do you have ice cream? And they said, no, we have cakes, we have cookies. The third day somebody came in, said, do you serve ice cream? And the owner is just furious at this point. He has to answer this question. He says, no, we serve cakes. And that day he makes a sign and it says, we serve cakes and cookies and baked goods. We do not, and he underlined do not, serve ice cream, and he put it on the front door. Meanwhile, a week later, next door, someone opens an ice cream stand. The point of that is that sometimes people are telling you what you want, and rather than just responding to that, we say, no, that's not what we do. We do this other thing. And I'm not saying that you have to be all things to all people, but sometimes the market wants something and no one's delivering it. And if you can show up and deliver that value and be there and provide that value to a market that wants it, you will have massive success. And so that's a lesson that I've always tried to keep in mind. I've always tried to be aware of. And on that note, I will say, if these videos add value and if there's something that you want to know more about, send me a message, drop me a line, maybe on Twitter. Just let me know what you want to hear more about so I can answer the questions that are important to you. Talk to you soon.